My name's Tony Venturella, and welcome to episode 5 of my sports show. Had a pretty busy and fun weekend. My brother was in town, and we were enjoying some margaritas with his new fiance and my parents, so didn't get a chance to tape this weekend, so coming to you now on Monday morning. Not sure if the camera could pick it up or not, but I do have a little bit of growth going on there because I heard from the casting director from the movie I told you about last time. Still deciding on some things, but they told me not to shave just in case. I guess they don't have razors after the apocalypse and needed to be a little more grisly looking to be a post-apocalyptic cannibal. Alright, now on to the sports. Had a lot of movement in the NBA before the trade deadline. Had Jason Kidd going to the Dallas Mavericks, and it was curious. They were trying to put this deal together, and they had to coerce Keith Van Horn out of retirement, paying him $4 million to basically get shipped off in this trade and just sit on the bench. It was really funny watching this. They were all talking about, oh, I wonder if Van Horn's going to come out of retirement. It's like, dude, why wouldn't you come out of retirement to get paid $4 million to do nothing? That is like the best gig ever. Sure, pay me $4 million to go hang out on the sidelines of an NBA game, practice with the guys. It's basically like getting paid fantasy camp. Just go have some fun, make your $4 million at the end of it, go back to whatever you were doing. That was, hey, I'd love to be Keith Van Horn right now. But the main thing that I really was curious about with these NBA trades was expiring contracts. If any of you could explain the importance of this expiring contract thing to me, email me mysportsshow@gmail.com, no underscores, no spaces. I don't get it. I don't understand why an expiring contract is more valuable than a good player. Everybody was like, oh, well, they got 3 expiring contracts in this deal, but they gave up their star, so that's a good deal for it. No, it's not a good deal to give up your star for players that aren't going to be there at the end of the season. If you want to like clear space off the cap, just cut players. Don't trade your best player for expiring contracts. I really don't understand that at all. So please, yeah, somebody help me out there. Why an expiring contract is better than a good player. Like I said, I'd hold on to the star, and if you want to cut money, cut the players. Then just get better players with the money you're saving. I guess I'm comparing things there with my knowledge of football, where that would be a ridiculous trade. Like right now, D'Angelo Hall once traded, but he's at the end of his contract, so that in the NBA would be an expiring contract. But they're saying in the NFL terms that, no, that's not good because you want a player that's going to be on your team for a while. That just makes sense to me. You trade for a good player. I don't know, but I digress. On to Oregon State. The Oregon State men's basketball team decided that if we can't beat them, we're going to beat them up. I don't know what that's going to do for you in terms of basketball. Yeah, they during the team's pregame shoot-around, they went up and threatened the other team to challenge them in a fight in the hotel parking lot. I'm not sure if they were trying to intimidate the other team before the game, thinking, oh, these guys are going to beat us up. We don't want to beat them. But yeah, Oregon State still ended up losing by 20 points. So I guess the intimidation factor didn't work there. And as far as I know, there was no fight in any hotel parking lots. So really don't know what you're trying to accomplish there, Oregon State. All right. Now on to the main thing that's been bugging me the last 2 weeks, ESPN. Continuing with my rants against ESPN, they've been having more coverage of fishing and car racing than they are hockey. I don't know who's making your decisions, ESPN, but you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. I mean, seriously. Fishing and car racing is getting more coverage than hockey. Hockey is a great sport. Fishing is an activity. Racing is an activity. Sure, it takes skill and ability to be able to do these things, but they're not sports. Hockey is a great sport, and just because it's not broadcast on your network, you've turned against it. I know I'm a Penguin fan, so I'm a little more biased because we have such great young talent on our team right now. And even with Sidney Crosby out of the lineup, Evgeny Malkin has been stepping up and just carrying the Pens on his back. They're 2 points out of the conference lead right now, sitting on top of the Atlantic Division, and really looking like they're going to do some business in the playoffs. So go Pens, go hockey, ESPN. Get your stuff together so I can get my popcorn ready. All right. Thanks for watching episode 5 of My Sports Show. Make sure you keep an eye out for episode 6, and I'll see you soon.